himself. But he gathered some folks together. He got some rich folk. He got some lawyers. He got some workers. He got some lawyers. He got people who was willing to work. No matter what your status is, no matter how much money you make, if you learn how to work in God's army, everything will be all right.
Amen. Amen.
You and I must rise up and build. The reason I want John to be successful, because Nehemiah was successful. He started off, and I like this idea, the fact that he started off, but he didn't start off by himself. He had some people to back him and to work with him. And can I tell you something what you probably didn't know? Nehemiah was not a preacher. See, a lot of people is under the impression, let the preacher, let the pastor, let the leaders do it. The Bible said Nehemiah was just a cupbearer. He was just a servant of the Lord. That means you don't have to have a title to work. You don't have to have a position in church to do something.
Preach.
Somebody in my church, since nobody here from my church, I can say this. There could be trash and paper on the floor. And I got folk who walk past and say, that's the janitor job. But it's everybody's job to pick up something when they see it in your path. Why walk around something that you can't?
Preach it, Pastor.
So he got the people together, and then they started to work. Watch this. I don't care, John, how much you try, there's always going to be some folk. Your opposition is going to always rise up. And especially, and sometimes, watch this, John, it's your closest people who has a knife. You can't see it. They always say, I'm with you, John.
Preach it. Preach it,
They
Pastor.
always say, I'm praying for you, John.
Preach it, Pastor.
Because you can't see what's behind the back. There's some people will pray for you, but also pray against you. There's some folks say, I'm with you. But you ask for a little money, then they're gone. Because the first thing they're going to say, the preacher's always asking for some money. It takes money to do anything, to have anything. What I like about John, once again, he's a man of integrity. John, as a pastor, and I know a lot of pastors, and you know a lot of pastors, I have never heard anything about John. Nothing in the sense of a negative comment. And I've heard a lot of comment about preachers all over this country. You have an excellent pastor. You have an excellent teacher, a man of integrity. I like John. I like John. And the reason I like John, because he's a good man. And anytime to the Agape family, don't put the pressure on your pastor to build. They said the people, the people, the workers all came together for this good word. I believe, John, I don't know if it's going to be something that Agape build from the ground, but I'm praying that God bless you.
Amen.
With a permanent home.
Amen. Amen.
I'm praying for that.
Amen. 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 Amen.
And what happens sometimes, we have a desire to build, and we want nice things, and we want big churches. But it's not about big churches. It's really about big people with big hearts.
Yes, yes, yes.
That really make a difference.
Amen.
Let me say this in my closing. Just a testimony to John and to the Agape family. The Antioch church family was the first African American church to reside in Antioch. And that was in 1994. And I was reading when John first started his church in 1995, when you met together. And then I think they started in 96, but we're celebrating 18 years.
17.
So 17. We're like in the same boat. And let me give you this quick testimony. When we started in a church that was getting ready to remodel, and they asked the church to leave because they didn't want us there no more, because they was getting ready to remodel their church. We moved down the street, and when I got started in April of 1995 on Lone Tree, we were worshiping with another church. We would start church at 12 or 1 o'clock. And then the Lord blessed us to move to G Street, where we were able to purchase this building. And let me show you how. We had 40 people, John. The building at the time was selling for $275,000. We didn't have the money, didn't know where to go, but we had faith. Sat down with the Southern Baptist leaders, and we had dinner at my restaurant that Joyce and I used to own, Captain's Choice. Gave him some green beans, some fried chicken, and some catfish and some yams. And
Tell
we
it.
kept pushing the numbers, and all of a sudden they said, Pastor Howell, we're going to give you the money to purchase your building. What was the difference, John? There was a building on G Street that had a wash house. It had a dog grooming, and had a hobby store. And the place we were going to use for our church was the dance studio. Watch this. The note was going to be $2,035 a month. We weren't taking in $2,035 a month. But watch this. Because of the hobby store, because of the dog grooming, and because of the wash house, their income are, because we're the landlord now, it was $2,005. That means we only had to pay $30 a month. Don't tell me what God won't do. And guess what, John? We paid it off in 3 years. This is getting good to me. Watch this. We paid the church off in, I think it was year 2005. Watch this. Decided to move into a bigger place with bigger debt. Our note went from 2,000 to clear, not paying anything, to the building that we was in, that we was paying $23,000 a month. Don't clap. That ain't doing that. I know. $23,000 a month. Pastor Howell, how did you do that? I didn't do it. So happened, Phil, if you didn't know that, there was a 6-unit apartment building. That was income. We had a house. That was income. We had the old building that John Howell and the Agape family was using with the wash house, with another church. Somebody better help me here. So the income all together for the $23,000 note, we was bringing in almost $17,000.
Ooh.
Don't tell me what God won't do if you move by faith. It's really all about faith, Agape. Don't say what we can't do. Because my God can do anything at any time, under any condition. He can do it. I said he can do it.
Amen.
I said he can.
He can do it.
Do it.
Amen. Amen.
So John, I don't know exactly what the assessment for tonight. I didn't come with a pocket full of money. I don't know what you're asking for tonight, but is that Jesus calling?
That's money.
First of all, Alice is here. Your children is here. Everybody's here. Tell me who it is, John.
Money.
Money. Let it ring all night. Let it ring all night. Let it ring all night. John, I just want to bless you because you're a good man, and I want my wife and I to do something tangible for you tonight.
Amen.
We want to write it.